Hello there, good day and welcome to this week. This week is where I bring you news tidbits from Ghana, Africa and the rest of the world. Today on this week, we have some juicy, interesting stuff to talk about, I beg your pardon. But if you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel and also turn on your notification button as well. Do stay tuned, we will be right back. Welcome back. Now, close to 800 persons have lost their lives as a result of road accidents. Just this week, somewhere Wednesday, there were a couple of accidents that happened around Tesano where people lost their lives. There was another one in the north where close to 11 people have also lost their lives. Now, a section of Ghanaians were agitating that, some of the accidents that are happening on our roads are really as a result of abandoned roads, abandoned cars, I beg your pardon, that have been left there without being towed away. And so the National Road Safety Authority indicated that there is going to be a reintroduction of a mandatory toll levy. And I was a bit confused. Why reintroduction? I mean, first of all, why would you introduce something and then stop it at once and then want to reintroduce it again? I mean, if you've introduced something, it should continue. And that is a problem with us. We fail to continue what we start, and then they start generating problems here and there. And so, this is what the National Road Safety Commission is saying, that henceforth there's going to be a mandatory toll levy. Aside that is not the only thing that is causing accidents on our roads. We do know that a lot of vehicles are faulty. I mean, if you go to most of our stations, Kaneshi, Circle, here, there are so many faulty vehicles. Some have brake problems, gear problems and whatnot. Some even shouldn't be on our roads. But of course, this is Ghana for you. They are still on our roads. And so these things should also be checked. And then the uncompleted roads also should be completed to avoid all of these unnecessary accidents. Remember, it could be you, it could be me. And so this is a no-no. We shouldn't condone it. Something has to be done. On to our very next story. The video assistant referee is one that assists the head referee to make certain decisions and help him minimize certain errors. And we know that, for example, if during a match there's a penalty and everyone disagrees with it, they just fall on this footage from the video assistant referee and then make a decision on it. Currently, about 3 countries, Morocco, Egypt, South Africa, are using it, and even that is for their domestic games. And earlier this week, FIFA's implementation team indicated that for the 2022 and 2023 seasons, there is going to be the introduction of the video assistant referee, so we don't get to, favor something or a goal or a penalty that wasn't supposed to be there. Isn't this good news? Yes, of course it is. I can't wait for this implementation. In some other stories, Twitter is now in Ghana. Yes, you heard that right. And I believe that you're super excited just as I am. Earlier this week, the CEO for Twitter, Jack Dorsey, tweeted that it's going to make Ghana its hub of operations. Its hub for operations, I beg your pardon. And it was received well by the president of Ghana, and he tweeted, actually, he says, the choice of Ghana as a headquarters for Twitter's Africa operations is excellent news. Government and Ghanaians welcome very much this announcement and the confidence reposed in our country. Pretty cool. I mean, it's really a good thing that Twitter is setting up in Ghana. Aside that, it has started recruitment. So if you find yourself in the field of engineering, in the field of marketing, communications, then you should head straight to the Twitter website, and head towards the career section on the site and then find out where you fit, and then you can apply to be employed for a position in Ghana, in the headquarters, sorry. And so these are some of the things, but one may ask, why is Ghana? And it's a question I asked myself. Why is Twitter making Ghana its hub for operations? I mean, there's Nigeria, there's South Africa, there's Kenya, and all of that. Why Ghana? It is because Ghana supports free speech. There is no restriction on data usage. And then also, the Secretariat for the Africa Continental Free Trade is also based here, so it's an avenue for good markets. And so this is why Twitter decided to choose Ghana. But let's look at what social media is also saying. Some of the users on social media are saying about Twitter being in Ghana. One says, Nungwa Bena, he says, Nigeria has more social media users, 33 million, than the population of Ghana, 31 million. But Jack chose Ghana as its headquarters in Africa. It's not about quantity, but quality. Another one says, Ghana has made a lot of progress in the last decade, and there is so much Nigeria can learn from them. Of course, first off, peace and stability helps. We need to significantly deal with insecurity in Ghana. Then the constant policy somersaults and irrational regulations must end. So these are some of the reactions that popped up when it was announced that Ghana is the headquarters for Twitter's operations in Africa. In some African stories, South Africa's former president, Jacob Zuma, who resigned from office on the 14th of February 2018 due to some corruption allegations that were raised against him during his term in office, was asked earlier this week by the Chief Justice to choose his own sentence for these allegations, or the things that he was being charged with. Now, in a 21-page letter to the Chief Justice, he says that he cannot tell them what sentence to give him, and he doesn't see or find himself in any wrongdoing, and so he has dared the Chief Justice to sentence him as he pleases. With an ongoing court case which involves a police officer who shot a black man last year, George Floyd, one wouldn't expect that a similar incident would happen just so soon. Earlier this week, a young man, Dante Wright, who is 20 years old, was pulled over by a police officer for traffic violation. Now, according to a video that was retrieved from the body cam that was on the police officer, the video showed that the young man in question was resisting arrest when he was being asked to stay calm so that they do what is necessary. Now, in the same video, the police woman, Kim Potter, was also heard saying taser, 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 just to tase him because the young man was resisting their arrest. Now, in the same video again, the police woman was heard saying, excuse me for my language, holy shit, I just shot him. And a few minutes later, that was the end of the young man's life. And it's very heartbreaking. I mean, you could just remain calm, answer their questions and go, but your life has been lost, and it's very disheartening, very heartbreaking. I could only imagine what his parents are feeling right now. The police woman in question has served close to 26 years in the service, and since the incident happened, she has resigned from office. But the Minneapolis police has said that it's going to seek justice for the young boy. Up next is the entertainment stories and the COVID-19 tip of the week. Do stay tuned, we will be right back.
Welcome to the COVID-19 Tip of the Week. Today on COVID-19 Tip of the Week, I will be sharing with you a group of people who are mostly affected by coronavirus. People from the ages of 60 years and above are at a higher risk for severe illness, as well as people with underlying medical conditions such as diabetes, high blood pressure, cancer, chronic kidney disease, asthma, and many others. And these two groups of people, when they contract the virus, may require hospitalization, intensive care, ventilator to help them breathe, or may even die. And so, for this reason, it is important that you always remember to wear your mask when you interact with people. Keep space between you and others. And if you're feeling sick, please get in touch with your healthcare provider within 24 hours. Don't allow unimportant visits. And most importantly, if it is not important, please do stay at home because your family, friends, loved one, grandchildren all need you alive. And that is how you stay healthy during this COVID-19 era.
Now to the entertainment story. It has to do with a young woman, Rosamond Brown, popularly known as akuapempoloo, who last year posted a picture of her naked, kneeling in front of her son, who was celebrating his 7th birthday. And this picture, after she posted it, it's received several backlash from the Ghanaian population, and since then she has known no peace. Like, the director for Child's Right Protection also petitioned the police that she should be arrested and all of that. We thought, it would just end there. The police and she herself would settle the matter, but it became a court issue, and earlier this week she was charged with misdemeanor for the publication, which has to do with the son. Unfortunately, I can't share this photo because of the content, but she has been charged and she was asked to go for pregnancy tests. I mean, it's part of it before that would determine the kind of sentence that she should receive. And so she went for the pregnancy test. It came out as negative, and so she was jailed 90 days. That is 3 months. And people are saying a whole lot of things like she doesn't deserve it, her son is 7 years old, who is going to take care of the son and all of that. But as a celebrity, before you take any action, you should make your inquiries about the legal implications before you go ahead. But she didn't do that. She wasn't privy to any information whatsoever, and so she went ahead to publish it. So that is the punishment. I mean, it will serve as a lesson to many others who in future would do that. And also it will serve as a lesson that she owes to her son. She has to teach the son to live right in a certain way, so that he doesn't become he doesn't end up like she herself. But 90 days, it would end right now. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. It's fair, but I think the appropriate sentence or the appropriate punishment would have been a community service where, for example, in the morning you go and sweep the streets and all of that. That would have sunk very well. But all the same, it's a lesson to her, and we wish her well. And of course, I know that the son will be okay. All too soon, we've come to the end of another episode on this week. My name is Dede Davis, and this show is proudly sponsored by Wired Studios. Let me know what you think about all the topics that we have shared with you this week. And also, don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notification button. Till we meet again next week, it's bye for now. Remember, do stay safe.